Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. You prove you belong. The Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will start this game off. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really does.
Got a lot of running room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Fleming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Austin. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a 41. He gets a hand on it. That's a live ball, and the defense has it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, was expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Fleming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And 1st and 2nd down on the ground. Abject disasters. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes,
brings it down on the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Makes his man miss. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now on second down. The give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 minute.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, lets him grasp him for air. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance, even if it's not super successful.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Lets it fly on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they eat big-time points.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fleming. Trying to get to it. It's caught. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Fleming. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On second down, he's looking downfield. The throw to the outside is complete. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to fight.
And it's caught inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Sooners have it with a first and 10. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to move them on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Fleming. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to run it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback, he blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year?
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we should try to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Fleming. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And that's a live ball behind the line.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over them.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over.
Number 18.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be his second. It's a fake. He wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start... The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, Sooner born and Sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be Sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a life. Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. The Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Need. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooners' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Tigers' offense will get the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. The outcome of the game.
Off play action on first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Offense getting set for first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Chop.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Handoff to the single back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Touch pass on the run. Shakes off the tackle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Man, as a defense, you're salivating in this territory. You want to get that safety. You want to put your hands over your head, clasp them together. I got him in the end zone. Nice job by the defense being ready, rushing the quarterback, almost getting the safety.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. Can anyone catch it? He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The Sooners will move the sticks.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around to hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it doesn't matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this thing down the field and score.
After run, now throw. Picked off. Looking for more room. Obliterates him, still on the move. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Pocket starts to go. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Chubb. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, first and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold him to a field goal.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Schroeder. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Missouri wants to go fast. Gonna run it. It's Schroeder. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Casey. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. to just keep throwing it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Absolutely perfect. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Run it with the fullback. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Skips away from pressure. They're setting up the screen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The give to the back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Offense set on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're lining up for the kickoff, but let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Looking to move it through the air. Heaves it on the run. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the two-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Catch in the middle. It's Snead. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The uprights on the chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you